Hello there, Internet. It is I again, Victor, the action teacher, here to answer some emailed questions that you sent to me, some of my viewers sent to me. Actually, 2 people sent me the same question in the same week, so wow, what a coincidence, right? What a coincidence! That's a good expression, by the way. What a coincidence! And the question is, what is the difference between recognize, notice, and realize? That's a tough one, huh? Recognize, notice, and realize. What is the difference between these 3 words? Well, the first word, let's start with recognize first. Recognize is a pretty easy word when you look at something, or you hear something, or you smell something, or taste something, even feel something, and you know what it is, and you can give it a name because you've seen it before, or you've had some experience with that before. That's recognize. I'll give you an example. Maybe you saw the movie Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. And this is a long time ago, but many years ago when the first movie came out, maybe you saw that movie and you didn't know that was Johnny Depp. You saw the pirate hat and the beard and mustache and the long hair and all the jewelry in his hair. Maybe you didn't recognize Johnny Depp. You saw the pirate, but you didn't recognize Johnny Depp. You didn't. It took you a little time. You had to look at it, look at the picture, look at the photograph, and thought, oh, that's Johnny Depp? Really? I didn't recognize him. I couldn't identify him. That's recognize. So if you hear a song that you know, you can recognize a song. If you see the picture of someone famous or a friend, and you know his name, you can recognize him. Ah, that's Johnny, that's Susan, that's Akira, that's Tomoko, whatever. You look, you see. Oh, you taste something, and oh, I recognize this. This is Nigerian Nescafe, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But if you can give a name to something, then you can recognize it. That's the first one. That's the first meaning of recognize. Because recognize has another meaning. The second meaning of recognize is to admit or to acknowledge something, or to say that something is true. I'll give you an example. Many of you know Taiwan. The question is it a country or is it part of China? Well, very few countries recognize Taiwan as an independent country because it makes China angry. China doesn't want anyone to recognize Taiwan. China doesn't want other countries to accept Taiwan as a country. And that's what recognize means. Here's some example sentences, okay? For the first one, remember the first meaning is to look at something and identify it. For example, everyone recognized the movie star. Everyone recognized the movie star. Or, as a negative, it's very common. John, is that you? I almost didn't recognize you. So for example, you have a friend and he changed something. Maybe he lost weight, maybe he grew his hair long or grew a beard, and you look at him and think, John, is that you? I almost didn't recognize you. That's another common use of recognize. Example B, remember, is also to accept something. I recognize my problem. I recognized the police's authority. I accepted they had authority. Let's go on to the next word. The next word is notice. And notice is very similar in that we use our senses to see, to hear, to smell, to taste, to feel something. And that's all. That's what notice means. For example, let's say you walk into the subway and there's a strange man in the corner of the subway talking to himself. You might notice that right away. You might think, oh, wow, there's a strange man in the corner talking to himself. You look and it registers in your head like ding, ooh, It's very quick notice. Notice happens quickly. The other words don't happen quickly. Notice happens very quickly. You just do it almost without thinking, without trying. You just know because it came in through your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, etc. Some example sentences. I was so happy I didn't notice the rain. I was so happy I didn't notice the rain. Or, here's another good example. The other day I was teaching and I noticed that one of my students had a scratch on the back of her hand. And I asked her, do you have a cat? And she said, yes, how did you know? And I said, well, I noticed you had a scratch on the back of your hand. I saw the back of her hand and I saw a little scratch. I noticed she had a scratch and then I thought maybe she has a cat. And that's how we use notice. Let's go on to the next word. The next word is realize, and realize has three meanings. The first meaning is not used very much, but it's easy. The first meaning is to make something come true. For example, she realized her dreams. She had dreams and she made them come true. She realized her dreams. Realize comes from the word real, to make something real. She realized her dreams. You can also go backwards, change the grammar, and say her dreams were realized. Her dreams were realized. Another meaning of realize is to know the importance of something. For example, I didn't realize you loved dogs so much. I knew you liked dogs. I knew that, but I didn't realize, I didn't know the importance. I didn't realize that you loved dogs so much. For example, my sister, she spent $15,000 on an operation on her dog. I knew she loved the dog, but I didn't realize that she loved her dog that much. That's a lot of money to spend on a dog, don't you think? I realized she really likes dogs. It became a fact in my head. She really likes dogs. The third meaning of realize is to slowly or gradually come to know something. It doesn't have to be super slow. It can be quickly, but it's not immediate. Notice is very quick. Remember the word notice. You just notice something quickly. Realize is more, well, let me show you. This is notice. I'm noticing things. Oh, blue eyes. Oh, red hair. Oh, nice watch. Oh, expensive car. Oh, wedding ring. Oh, dog. I'm noticing things. Notice is something that happens quickly. Oh, she likes dogs. Realize is more gradual, little by little, like this. Oh, she likes dogs. A little bit different, right? I didn't realize you loved dogs so much. People say that to me all the time. Here are two example sentences for the word realize. One of them you've already heard. I didn't realize she liked dogs so much. After spending more time with her, I knew this deeply. I gradually realized she really likes dogs. Another example sentence. After I got to work, I suddenly realized I had forgotten to lock my door. Oh my God, I forgot to lock my door. I just remembered. Oh my God, I think, yeah, did I do? Oh, I didn't. I have to rush home and lock my door. I got to work and I realized I had forgotten to lock my door. Those are two good examples. Okay, that's your lesson for today. Thank you for studying with me. Let's summarize very quickly. The first word we studied today was recognize. Remember, recognize means to see something and identify it. I know him, I know her, I know that song. That's recognize. I didn't recognize him in that movie. He was wearing so much makeup, I didn't recognize him in that movie. Another meaning of recognize is also to accept something is true. China does not recognize Taiwan's government. China does not want America to recognize the Dalai Lama as the head of Tibet. Like recognize, notice also uses your senses. See, hear, smell, taste, feel. But notice is quickly. Something you just see and know. I noticed him. I noticed her. I noticed she was wearing a beautiful necklace. I noticed the dog was limping. Maybe it hurt its leg. You just quickly take note of something. You notice. Realize, remember, has a few meanings. To make something come true. To realize one's dreams. She realized her dreams. To understand the importance of something. You don't realize how important my job is to me. And the last one, to gradually come to understand something. Like our example sentence today, I didn't realize she loved dogs that much. I now realize that she really loves dogs. Hey, thanks for studying with me, everyone. My name is Victor. I am the action teacher. If you'd like to study more with me or you'd like to see more of my lessons, please check out this site here. But until next time, everyone, study hard. Take care.
Action teacher. Action teacher.